29 proteins on the novel coronavirus were all that it took to wage war against the human race. But this isn't a story about war or the battles fought across the planet against those 29 proteins. It's a story that embodies the essence of humanity, a story full of spirit and love, pathos and ego. And in it, you'll see yourself or your friends and family trying to make sense of the world as it is. Stay safe and remember to wash your hands.
你买我卖，我吃你吃。
我需要3公斤的鸡肉，还有5公斤的狗。
我有特殊的猴子肉，准备好了，武汉最好，你要？
没有，我只有100元人民币，拜托，只鸡和狗。蝙蝠怎么样？让我尝尝。
哦，你想要好东西吗？马上就来。
And so, the world welcomes a new decade, the third of this millennium. Industry and commerce hustle and bustle at a breakneck pace. While wildfires consume Australia, the Amazon is raped for its resources, and the melting of the North and South Poles portend an imminent world crisis of biblical proportions. Yet stock markets hum along, heading to all-time highs, while Britain formally Brexits, and the leader of the free world, President Donald J. Trump of the United States of America, beats impeachment, declaring victory on February 5th, 2020. On the night before his acquittal, he would give his State of the Union in the House of Representatives.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
With coronavirus paranoia lurking in the Big Apple, an eerie dystopian essence has commenced. But for Quarantine the Quail, the solace that TGIF provided after a long week teaching in the New York City public school system was still paramount to her life.
Quarantine, we wanted to check in with you. You watching the news?
I'm scared.
I just got home. What's going on?
My gigs this weekend are canceled up in San Fran. California is about to get locked down.
And our trip to New York for Passover in 3 weeks looks like a no-go too.
Wait, so this New Rochelle thing is not just in New Rochelle anymore?
Turn on the news!
Wait, this is not good.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Two very big words. 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 Two very big words.
I totally forgot. You wanted us to remind you. Happy 6 months of no talking to asymptomatic. You're making good choices.
Thanks, but I think we have bigger problems on our hands now, though I'm sure Asymptomatic is all hot and bothered and ready to party on St. Patrick's Day. You know, he drunk texted me at Fish on New Year's. That guy will never change.
Those two very big words delivered on Friday, March 13th, 2020, for Quarantine the Quail, Social and Distance the Dog, and for most other red-blooded mammals, will live in infamy. Probably not, though, for Asymptomatic the albatross, whose obtuseness will soon become more apparent. Meanwhile, 3,000 miles away, in Los Angeles, California, Social and Distance were hatching a strategy for life in the unfolding national emergency.
If we're going to be cooped up for the long haul, it's best that we have a plan. Well, I plan to avoid everyone and everything. You'll need to do as well for us to be safe. That means no more jam sessions at your studio and no more hanging by the pool. Hold your pause. I'm talking about getting to the supermarket before there's a run on the essentials. We need to stock up on canned goods, water, pasta, and definitely toilet paper. Okay, I trust your judgment. I need to go meditate and de-stress. I'm feeling way overwhelmed. I've got to get a hold of my therapist. What if I can't see her again? It's going to be okay. I'll do the shopping. Try to center yourself. I'm off.
Hey, Social. Do you hear Tom Hanks got the Rona? Says he caught it in Australia. I guess I got a bad box of chocolates.
Thanks for the update, Isolate. How are you holding up?
You know, just chillin', awaiting a call back. You heading out?
Yeah, gotta stock up on the essentials before the world collapses, you know?
Well, if you don't mind, pick up some extra teepee for me. I'm all out.
No prob. Stay safe.
TP for my bunghole. Once a ubiquitous 90s catchphrase, never would seem so prescient.
Showed up today and it's just chaos. There's a huge line to get toilet paper.
I had to come to my house yesterday and get it. 10 rolls of it because
everyone running to the store, stocking up, hoarding, whatever you want to call it.
Social is not the great Cornholio.
You guys are seriously the best. I'm gonna miss you so much. What a week.
I can't wait to visit you up in New York. You're going to get me wasted, right? Just like you were on Fat Tuesday.
That'll be my boy. Give it real good to them Yankee folk.
Oh, stop, you two. I'm just happy you had such a nice time. It's been too long. Y'all tell your folks up in that ritzy New Rochelle that we hope to see them down here for Jazz Fest.
Will do. Alright, there's my Uber. Gotta catch my flight. Who dat?
And what a week it was for Asymptomatic the albatross, who continued his everlasting adolescence by ringing in his 25th birthday down in the Crescent City. The term super spreader is perfectly apt to define asymptomatic, as the partying ways of the healthy albatross would help to catalyze the demise of metropolitan New York and the rest of the country. Over the next 3 weeks, as the novel coronavirus created a new form of March Madness for America, many a puzzling decision was being made by the ill-informed, including Quarantine's roommate, Quixotic the Quixotic.
So you think going to Florida is the answer here? What are you, nuts? The virus can go anywhere.
Be okay. My mom and sister are down there, and I'll be able to hang on the beach. Plus, my bartending gigs aren't coming back anytime soon, and New York is just too crazy right now.
Well, good luck with everything down there, I guess. Just please be safe.
School's out for Corona! Social. Now's not the time for silly jokes. Quarantine, how are you doing?
Well, Quixotic just left. My parents and brother are all stuck on that cruise. Thank God they're okay, but still. I'm taking a crash course on Zoom so I can teach a bunch of unruly 8th graders who I can't control American history tomorrow. So, not too good over here.
School's out forever! Sorry to hear, but in all seriousness, just try to find any way to relax and not get bogged down with all of this. Distance and I just started up doing tele-yoga.
Easier said than done, Social, especially since you guys have each other. Even Watch What Happens Live is canceled for tonight. I can't even cuddle up with Andy Cohen. He's sick with Corona too.
Okay, this is big.
Unfortunately, like many of us, Quarantine's world was crashing down all around her. And in such times of madness, refuge is sought in familiar faces.
Sorry guys, I gotta go. Thanks for checking in.
As March came to a close, so did Los Angeles. All non-essential businesses shuttered, as did the beaches and parks. And for Isolate the Iguana and Distance the Dog, their employment ground to a halt as well.
I just don't get it, Social. How am I supposed to pay rent when I'm not even allowed to go down to my studio lot to work?
You're preaching to the choir, Isolate. My band finally was breaking through. About to do some after show gigs at Coachella, and then follow the 10 all the way to New Orleans for Jazz Fest.
Well, I guess we gotta put our faith in Uncle Sam.
Yeah, that $1,200 is really a game changer. At least the CARES Act allows us to even file for unemployment.
Don't forget about that extra $600 a week cherry on top. I got no problem sucking California's teeth. That iguana's gotta eat.
By the first week of April, more than 10 million people filed for unemployment across the country. And for the shellfish family of Shelter in Place, frustration was mounted, specifically for Shelter as he attempted to save his business, and for Place as she attempted to homeschool Little In. You could cut the tension like a knife through alligator pie.
And you gotta knock it off. Papa's trying to get his payroll together for the PPP loan. Our restaurant can't rely on gumbo takeout to pay the bills. We need some minutia moolah.
But you said you'd have a football catch with me. I gotta get ready for football camp this summer.
Boy, there's not gonna be any camp without the restaurant up and running.
And certainly no football if you don't finish your essay up on the Marsalis family. We should be so lucky to have lived in the same city as Alice. Rest in peace.
Mom, I told you, I'd get it done tomorrow. I'm done with school today.
I am done with you, Little In. I doubt Asymptomatic ever spoke back to his parents like that. Well, speak of the devil.
Auntie Place, how's my favorite shellfish family?
Trying to hang in there. Is it as bad as they say it is up in New York?
Every day tougher than the last. My folks went down to Mount Sinai Hospital this week to help on the front lines, so I can't see them anymore for the time being.
I can only imagine. I'm so proud of my older sis. Meanwhile, your favorite nephew, Ian, thinks he's going to be the second coming of Drew Brees. Where are you staying these days anyways, if you're not flopping around up in New Rochelle?
Well...
Overhead, asymptomatic, hangs motionless upon New York. Quarantine for weeks and weeks has burrowed into a deep malaise, the echo of a former life comes knocking at her apartment door, and everything blooms full. COVID-19.
Whew! I'm gonna need a cigarette after that. No need to be the master of my quarantine anymore.
Glad to be of service. Ready for the daily briefing?
If you must.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or?
Now I definitely need a cigarette.
You enjoy that. Gotta go, babe. Gonna get a bagel and some fresh air, run some errands, and see some peeps.
Other people? What? Wait, I thought we were writing this out as a team.
Yeah,
together.
of course. I just got a few things I gotta take care of.
How long will you be? When are you gonna be back?
As soon as I can. Okay, time to mask up.
Always happens. How can I be so blind again and again and again?
There it is, folks. The first 6 months of the Coronavirus Chronicles, distilled into an easy-to-digest media format for posterity. Wait, not so fast.
Hey, Quarantine. Distance and I have big news.
What is it?
We're coming to New York for Memorial Day weekend!
While none of these red-blooded Americans were tested for COVID-19 yet, based on statistical analysis, it is likely that at least a few of them contracted it, and we will analyze those reels in due course. Until next time, stay safe and remember to wash your hands.